It is now 38 minutes after. 21 years ago, Evel Knievel revved up his Triumph motorcycle and flew 150 feet in the air over the fountains in front of Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. It was a stunt that really made him famous, but as you can see here, it did not end well. Evel's bike came to a crashing halt on the landing ramp, and he spent the next 67 days in the hospital, 30 of them in a coma. These are the same Caesar's Palace fountains. Tomorrow evening, Evel's 26-year-old son, Robbie, will attempt to duplicate his father's stunt, this time without hands. The event will be carried live on pay-for-view cable television. Evel Knievel and his son, Robbie Knievel, join us this morning from KTNV in Las Vegas. And good morning.
Hi, Joan.
Good morning.
You know, Evel, you've said that this was I said the stunt was the one that almost killed you. And I just wonder, as a parent, how you're feeling right now. I mean, are you proud that your kid's following your footsteps, or are you pretty concerned that this might kill him?
He's got a big job to do. I jumped it without watching someone fall and crash like I did and like the other guy did in 1980. And, you know, Robbie started riding when he was 6 years old, Joan, and I started riding when I was 16. I went to Caesar's Palace with 10 years of experience. Robbie's going with 20 years of experience. Records are not made to be broken. Children are born, loved, educated, and through evolution and their spirit of God within them is what makes them better athletes. And Robbie is much better than I ever was, and if anybody can make this jump, he can make it.
Dad has spoken, but Robbie, you know, your dad didn't make it, and he just mentioned it was Gary Wells, right? He tried it in 1980, and he didn't make it, and one wonders, what makes you think you can do it?
Well, I've been on a lot of tours. I've traveled around and been educated through traveling, which I think is the best education a young kid can get. I was born into a business. I've been known to be this modest, kind of nice guy, but I would like to say that out of the egotistical celebrities I've met in my lifetime, and the daredevils and stuntmen, I've met about 10 to 20 of them that really had some brains, and I'm one of them. And without a teacher like Evel Knievel, there'll never be another Evel Knievel, but there is a Robbie Knievel. Without his teaching and the experience I've learned from him, I couldn't make this jump if it wasn't for the 20 years of experience I've got compared to 10 years of experience he had when he jumped Caesar's Palace. And jumping at a great hotel like Caesar's Palace, gladiators of the old Rome and everything, how he came up with the idea, I don't know, but he did it. And if anybody deserves to do it, it's his son, and I'm going to make it. I'll be the last guy to try it.
Are you really going to do it without hands?
I'm going to do it no hands all the way across. I'm just totally confident. It's a day before the jump, and I'm going to land on the other side, and I'm not going to crash, and I'm going to walk away. And
he's not going to the 21 table.
It's been an emotional thing between the whole family.
That you won't let him do.
For a lot of years. My grandfather was into racing. My great-grandmother's still alive. She's the artery of the family. I'm going to be very proud after this jump, and I think the whole family will.
Just to remind people, I mean, 175 to 200 feet, that's longer than a football field. And you can't really practice. I mean, this is not something you can go out and practice it a few times.
Super Dave showed me how to do it.
It is reported, it's reported in the New York Times that this gig, if you will, could gross as much as $60 million. You're the one putting your life on the line. What kind of a share do you get?
I'm hopefully going to make some money. I won't know that until after the jump. I'm concentrating on the jump. I've been waiting for this for 10 years. It's been a big dream of mine. I just hope I make it, and I think I'm going to head overseas and then go for the Snake River Canyon. I'm not in too much of a hurry to do that.
Joan, he's not concerned about the money.
Yeah, he's sitting on the bike that's going to be used. What is your what's the last minute advice, Dad? Give him some last minute advice.
All I can tell you is this. He's not a guy like Spinks that's going into the ring in the first round and lay down. This kid is facing the toughest competitor in life, and that's death. And if he's not alive, he won't collect the paycheck. And believe me, if you want to know what pressure is and what ability is, I invite anybody that wants to sit on this takeoff ramp at Caesar's Palace and look across it 175 or 200 feet and look at the pillars he's got to go through. It's a tough job, and he's the best in the world. If anybody can do it, he can. I'm not encouraging it. I made him promise me when he was a little boy that he would never do what his father did when he laid in my arms on the way to the hospital in ambulances. And I hope more than anybody in the world that he's successful. I don't want to be known as the greatest daredevil in the world. I want to be known as the father of the greatest daredevil in the world.
Well, listen, Robbie, I certainly hope everything goes well. Evel, good to see you again. And I just want to end by reminding people at home, again, and particularly young people watching, that you should never try any of these kind of stunts yourself. They are very, very dangerous and very thought out ahead of time.